Hello everyone and welcome to my guide where we're playing the strongest day one nation in EU4 1.37, France. As you can see, France starts segmented, but thanks to our massive army and great national ideas, we can easily unify the French region and then expand into Great Britain, Iberia, Italy, the Maghreb, or even becoming the Iberia Emperor if we decide not to break it. So, without further ado, let's jump in. So yeah, there we are as France, and the first thing we'll do is deleting these forts, every fort we have in France except for the one in Narbonne, because we'll need to fight this war and the next wars against Castile. Yeah, the game plan is basically declaring on England before the surrender of main event in order to be able to fight England and Portugal at the same time. On this war we will get every English province in the French mainland. We will also take Dublin and Ceuta. Ceuta, of course, in order to fight Granada, Morocco, Tlemcen and Tunis, and Dublin in order to fight the Irish minors. We want to fight the Irish minors to stop the English expansion, and we want to fight the Maghrebi nations in order to stop the Castilian expansion. Pretty straightforward. Then, once we have won this war, we will of course start our expansion, preferably in Granada, but as they will most probably, like Morocco and Tunis, they will have a better navy than us, so we won't be able to get there straight off the bat. So yeah, we need to fight Irish nations before, and once we have done this, we will have most probably built enough galleys to beat the Maghrebi nations. Then we will develop the Renaissance in Caux, and well, if we can buy it from some nation in Italy, we should buy it instead of developing it in Caux. But yeah, if it doesn't spawn in a small nation like Ferrara, or Florence or any OPM, then we won't be able to buy it, so yeah, we'll have to develop it in Caux. Why in Caux? Because it has glass and we can spawn facility. Then, once we have Renaissance, before Burgundy, they will stop rivaling us and they will stop wanting our provinces, and this way we will be able to ally and rebel against them. I've seen some people recommending that you have to fight them in order to make them weaker and make them stop rivaling you, but this doesn't work. Because if you make them stop rivaling you, they will just still be hostile towards you because they will still want your provinces, and if you just make them weaker, you will inherit a lot of less land during the Burgundian inheritance, which also doesn't make any sense. I've seen people saying this on their guides, and then they mistakenly put their mouse over this tab, and you could see they have plus 100% relations by having an accepted religion, which means they just did this command. As you can see, it doesn't work for me because I'm playing on Iron Man, so in order to make a legit guide. So if you wanna see how to do it correctly without any kind of cheats, just stick with me, leave a like, and yeah, if you may, of course. If you don't want, then don't do it, it's fine. Once we have turned Burgundy friendly toward us, we will just ally them, as I said, and then we will declare on Provence. Once we feed Provence enough development, they will get cores on Naples. We will attack Naples instead of making them a union or a vassal, because that's a lot of less AE. And then yeah, we will be set to break or steal the HRE, depending on your pick, and balkanize some nations in the Italian region, like Venice, Milan or Savoy, even Florence, to be able to expand in this region without having any by just diplo-vassalizing any OPM and then annexing it. So yeah, this is the game plan pretty much. Before starting, summon the diet, pick whichever fits you the best. For me it's this one, then seize land, and then do the stage setup. As I've said, if you don't plan on becoming the HRE Emperor, then you can still give these privileges, but it might be harder to you to play, because yeah, we need to complete this mission in order to be able to become an empire or becoming the HRE Emperor. Becoming the HRE Emperor bypasses this limitation that French feudalism gives you, and that's why I think it's a better way to play. but again it's up to you. Then just do the normal state setup. Once you've done the normal state setup, just click on these two, Bourgeoisie Force Draft. As I've said, we need a strong navy to beat the Maghrebi navies, and build 6 of those, because we need to feed this Merc company, the Grand Company, on our fleet in order to invade Ireland. Now we have to check and see if we can pick a land force limit modifier. We don't have one, and as we don't have one, as you can see, we are now over force limit, so we have to delete two of our cavalry. Then we can also pick the other advisor, pick this half cost yearly inflation reduction guy, and check if you have a cheap trade efficiency guy. If you don't, you can still grab it in order to proc radical reforms, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it. Just pick this half cost advisor instead. Then Royal Marry Orleans to make them loyal, and revoke your warranty on Scotland, break your alliance with Provence, skip 1 day, and ally Britain in order to prevent coalitions and to make them a vassal, of course. Now check the Burgundian rivals. The only one we could rival is Castile, and we can't, so just rival England for now. Then just Royal Marriage every appanage you have. Once you finish doing this, you can start improving relations with Burgundy, with Liège, and with Savoy. Burgundy is to make them friendly, and Liège and Savoy are just to avoid being coalitioned. Now we can assign our generals and get ready to fight on December the 11th. Once it's 11th of December, you can start the reconquest of Maine. Check if you can co-belligerent Portugal. We can't, so just declare like this. And yeah, keep improving relations with Liège for now. Then split this army like this, and carpet siege this side, make your vassals siege, move your free company there, Grand Company I mean, and your second army there. Then just wait. If your hire dies, just like mine did, remember you can always steal one from your appanages, if you like one of them, of course. Because as you can see, you can click on this, appoint Crown Prince, and you will get their heir as yours. But every single heir I have there is pretty bad, so I won't do it, at least yet, because maybe Foix or Orleans get a good one. Once you hit 70 relations with Savoy and Liège, they won't get mad anymore, and you can start improving relations with your appanages. I would focus Orleans first. Once you finish it in Labourd, you should click this mission, because it will make the provinces cheaper to take in the peace deal. If you didn't take this now, you could take it later to have 10 less devastation, but that's not a very good pick, because the forts remove devastation anyway. So yeah, do the first option instead. When you get this, the Mediterranean succession, you could get this casus belli, but I don't think it's worth it because it's too much A. So yeah, now the Caen siege has finished, so you can start moving some of your armies down there to siege Portugal down. You'll see England might land with some troops on our land. Just let them be there, it's no big deal, because the forts are long to siege. You can just start sieging these instead, to out-siege them in speed, of course. When the siege starts going well for them, this is when you should start striking them. You will most probably get a stag wipe, but the most important thing there is to start the engage with Jean Bourreau. I mean, if you don't start with it, but you get him to fight, then it's fine too. The only thing you need to know is that you need to win 4 battles with Jean Bourreau, because if you do it, you will get 3 cannons pretty early on, which is huge for sieging down forts. There is it, we finally won 4 battles with Jamburo, and we now have 3 more cannons, I mean 3 cannons at all, we didn't have any before. And after doing this, you can delete your cavalry, split your armies, and attach the cannons to one of them. Ideally to the Jamburo army, assign Jamburo to them, because Jamburo has 3 siege. Now send Jamburo down there, or maybe not, because one of our appanages is already down, but you can send them close, or do this instead, yeah. Send one army, ideally the Grand Company, to help your vassals down there, and yeah, this war is pretty much done. So you can now stop improving relations with Orleans and Foix, or the appanages you have picked, and start spying on Granada and on some Irish Minor bordering Dublin, which for me will be Leinster or Offaly, pretty much the same. You can also move your navy to the Strait of Gibraltar in order to make this easier for your vassal to siege. And now that we have finished the siege of Calais, it's only a matter of time before we can wrap up this war. Which, as you can see, it's very easy. Like, France is busted early on. If Portugal decides to engage, yeah, you just gotta know your navy is weaker, so try to retreat as soon as you see one of the boats going red. Once you have finished the siege of Ceuta, it's time to peace out Portugal. And this is the peace deal we want. We wanna take Ceuta, we want war reps, full cash, and make them break their alliance with Castile. If they are not willing to peace out yet, you can just wait until you finish sieging down Lisbon. Once you finish improving relations with Burgundy, you can start spying on a second Irish Minor. Also, my hair died, and as you can see, Foix has a pretty decent hair right there, so I'll just do this, appoint Crown Prince, and I'll take it for myself. There it is. You can also do this if your hair dies, just that like mine did, but it's not mandatory. Now we can finally peace out Portugal. You can also make them break their alliance with England if you want, but there's no need to do so. What you can do is make them end their rivalry with Morocco or whoever in order to get some more prestige. Now that we have peaced out Portugal, we can make a claim in Malaga, and remember not to core this. We will give this to... Look, we can beat them, so we are going to fight them right now, because they don't have the Tunisian navy with them. We'll start moving our navies down there after piecing out England. This is how the peace deal with England should look. State this, core this, state this, and it will leave us with 2 anchored provinces. Both will be given to our vassals, so it's no big deal. Now finish making your claim, move your troops down there, because we are about to fight Granada. Check if you can set any other rival, like Castile. It's not the case, so just do Austria for now, and finish this mission. You will also get an event, maybe later, that lets you free Alençon as an appanage. I wouldn't do that, it's just a bad idea. Remember warning the Pope. We don't want the Pope to conquer these provinces from Provence. Send a warning to England too. We don't want England to kill any of our bordering Irish. And keep improving relations with Burgundy when you can. Until then, what you can do is sending your light ships there to Montpellier and build more galleys. 1, 2 to fit force limit, and 1, 2, 3, 4 in order to fit the force limit we'll have after selling our light ships. Then we can start moving all of our troops to Ceuta, because we are about to invade Granada. In the meantime, we can also keep making claims on the Irish minors. I'll do Kildare and Tyrone for now. There is the event, it lets you restore it as a vassal. We don't need one more vassal, even less if it's an OPM on some province, it's already our core. So lose one stability, it's no big deal anyway. Just be sure to stab up on the moment, because if you have low manpower, you will have the peasant war prompt. So yeah, do not go under 0 stability early on. Now split this and start selling ships to the Italians, just like this. Now that we have our navy there, it might be wise to get a ship morale advisor, but it's no big deal. Now we can start our conquest of Morocco. Of Granada. Move every troop there. And siege this big fort down with Jean Bureau. Move our Merc company to Marrella and siege Marrella and Granada. Then just hold the strait. It's the key to our victory, pretty much. If you can't fight Granada, again, it's no big deal, you can just fight it later. Castile will eventually declare on Granada, and you will be able to declare on Granada and just snatch one province, let Castile do the fighting against Morocco or Tunis for you. Yeah, that's pretty much good RNG we had. Also, now I've just realized Provence has got excommunicated. So yeah, it could be wise to fight them right now, but we can do it later anyway after getting Burgundy. So yeah, realistically speaking, it's better to fight them now as soon as they get excommunicated, but that might be hard or overwhelming, so I won't do it. Yeah, let's keep that war for later. Now, there you have, the Renaissance has spawned in Siena. That's great, because as soon as February pops, we will be able to buy the Renaissance off of Siena. Right there. There is it. And we can start advancement effort on our capital. If we didn't get this, it would be the right time to start improving development on Gaux. We will still do this, we will bump it to 15, because we won't fetch the thing, but yeah, that's it pretty much. Remember letting your ships rest on Ceuta in order to not lose naval battles, because they still have better navy than us. Well, they had, now we have all these galleys. We can now start sieging down Morocco. We won't take any land from them. We could, and it wouldn't be bad. But yeah, let's not make things too tricky right now, because yeah, it's a guide after all. See, Burgundy was faster than us. So this might be a problem, but maybe not. Let's see how this unfolds later. And this is why, because if Burgundy thinks they are stronger than you, they will not unrival you, and yeah, they just declare on Provence, so maybe they think they're stronger than us. In any case, just keep improving relations with them until limit, and if they ask for mill access, just give it to them. Do not give it to any of their war allies, such as Milan. Because you want them to be the ones asking for mill access. It gives you a slight relations increase with them. Now we have finished sieging Fez down. We can ask them for war reps, money, or you can ask them to break their alliance with Tunis. This might be better actually. You can even siege this and this to stretch a bit the war score. Then, as soon as you feel like you have enough war score, move every troop you have to Castile, if you have mill access of course, in order to get them, how's it called, exiled. If you have them exiled, you will be able to freely move your troops without having to wait for the ships to move and so on. So yeah, make them break their alliance with units, war reps, money, and yeah, we can just make a claim on them later in order to start expanding on the Maghreb. We will do this, full annex Granada, concentrate development of course. Now release them as a vassal, and that's great because we will also get, look, we will also get this because we gave them Ceuta and they were allied with Morocco, so this means one more extra center of trade for us. Also now we can rival Castile, which is a Burgundian rival, so this is awesome for us. We can move this there and start moving it to Ireland, and move this to right there. Also, if you have stolen any light ship, you can also sell them to the Italians again. Also, now that Burgundy is at war with them, it might be the right time to declare on Provence actually, because we will get almost no aggressive expansion, and Milan and East Frisia won't be called to the war, which is actually very good. So once we get our troops there to Basel 2, yeah, it's time to start declaring on Provence. Now that our armies are there, I will do Sisland, even if it spawns some particularities or nobles, no big deal. Now I'll declare for the conquest of Anjou, call Britain in, and yeah, that's about it. A very easy war, 1v1 with Provence. Well, actually not 1v1 because we have Britannian appanages, and yeah, at the same time we can also start moving these troops there, then there, and then call our navy there and start declaring on Irish Minor too. In the meantime, remember, improving relations with Orleans and other vassals of your choice. Now it's also time to start fighting the Irish Minors. If try to fight max 3 at the same time, because otherwise they will beat your navy. So do something like this, move your siege general to the inland forts like this, and your armies that don't have artillery, move them to the coastal provinces because you can siege easier because of your navy, and for the inner ones just use the artillery guy, just like this. See, it's going to finish way earlier. Also, just let your vassal fight the war against Provence. As I said, it's a very easy war. If Lorraine is free now, what you should do is letting them be free. Just don't read the AI. I mean, and now vassalize Provence for Bellino AE again. Do this, and yeah, now you've got Provence as a vassal, which is something we wanted. Now we can do the provincial question, buff our heir, and yeah, let's first finish this war right there in order to see what we do with Burgundy. Yeah. Consider also debbing Paris to around 30 development. Yeah, this way we will almost have the Renaissance already, and yeah, we might be able to actually ally Burgundy after this war. Yeah, also now keep something in mind. When you piss out someone like this, you will get unjustified demands if you don't have a claim, just as I don't do now. If you want a separate bid, you will also get unjustified demands. So what you want to do is piss out the Irish minors where you have claims together and the ones where you don't in a separate peace deal, just like this. See? because yeah, we wanna save mana. Now we can embrace the Renaissance, maybe. No, we can't actually, we need to have more development on Paris. Can we do it now? Yeah. Loan up, embrace it, wait for a month tick, click on this, embrace the Renaissance. Burgundy no longer considers France as a rival. Now they still hates us, because yeah, they have fought Provence. But if we do take the Miltech 5 before them, they will swap friendly anytime soon. So yeah, no hurries. Until then, keep expanding on Ireland. Take a second loan in order to hire the Jean Clouet guy. Where is it? There is it, Jean Clouet. And yeah, keep fighting. Just keep fighting. While you keep fighting, keep improving relations with your vassals. Again, Orléans, now Provence. And you could also start improving relations with Brittany, because anytime soon we will be able to vassalize them. As long as, of course, you don't need to keep making claims on Ireland. Most probably you still need to do that, so yeah, keep building spy networks on Ireland, of course. I forgot about that. My bad, guys. That is it. We've got face setting because we have 15 development on Caux. There is it. Miltech 5 before Burgundy, and now once a few months pass, they should hate us a bit less. For our first tier, we can pick curtail noble privileges. There is it. Now we can concentrate development from Ulster, then yeah, that's it, because we've developed Paris. If you didn't do this, then you can concentrate first from Ulster, then from Connacht, and then from Leinster, in that order. Now we should be able to release Munster as a vassal. You can pick any of these ones, but I recommend doing Munster because of the level 3 fort. Then just give every Irish province to Munster. Now, once you have done this, you should be able to pick Admin Tech 5, move your troops back to France, and pick what's it, influence ideas, because we're, as you can see, we're playing heavy with vassals right now. Then Burgundy should stop hating us anytime soon. Also remember, destroy your castles when you no longer need them. These two are bad castles and we no longer have any kind of devastation, so yeah, there's no point on keeping them. Also remember lowering autonomy, because this makes people be more scared of you. Maybe that's what keeping Burgundy away from changing their opinion about us. And yeah, they now want our provinces less, but still, it's bugged or something. We can try give them some money, insulting some of their rivals, Castile in this case, which is also a rival, so it's fine. And let's try, I don't know, maybe give them subsidies. Like this. This should do, I think, this should be enough to bring them to 0. If we didn't have any loans, we could actually just influence them, but there's no way to do so yet. Let's just hope this works. Okay, one more tick. Okay, actually 2. That is it. Now they are positive. Let's pick mana, of course. There it is. Now we can ally them. Let's do a real Maretsu. And now we can stop giving them subsidies. There it is, and as you can see, it's 100% legit. Yeah, well, that was actually harder than I thought it would be, but yeah, we managed to do it, so it's fine. Our next step now should be making Provence complete this mission. The claims of King René, they are lacking a lot of development. We could actually try to get Corsica, well, maybe not, since they are on the Empire. Yeah, let's just give them Dauphiné and Maine. This means 26. And yeah, we need 30 more development. Avignon, how much does it have? 12. 18 more. And well, we could ask Burgundy to return these provinces, maybe. But yeah, we don't have any favor with them. There it is. Now they suddenly swapped to very friendly. They no longer want our provinces, even though they picked Miltech 5. I don't know why this happened, but it happened, so it's fine. We can also now give them mill access, yeah, to keep them friendly until Charles die and we inherit all of Burgundy. Before that, now we should focus on trying to get friendly with the electors, because of what I said before. We either want to break or control the empire. Now that we have plenty of mana, we can spend a bit developing there in order to finish this. This will give us 50 admin mana or 1 basement power in every province we own there, so yeah, this makes more sense. Also, as you might have noticed, one of the biggest issues when playing France is your governing capacity. In order to fix that, yeah, we need to be an empire. That's why I strongly recommend becoming the HRE Emperor. Now that we already have a nice foothold in France, we have taken Ireland. Our next step would be starting to fight Iberia, which is very viable right now, starting to fight the Maghreb, which again is very viable right now, or starting to fight Italy. I recommend fighting Italy because, yeah, we ideally would want to get Naples before Castile does. So in order to do that, we are going to wait a bit until our relations with the Pope decrease, or we could actually just insult them. And yeah, we're going to start now a war for Avignon. There it is, reconquest of Avignon. In the meantime, of course, keep improving relations with all the electors in order to do whatever you wanna do. Either steal the imperial crown or just break the empire, it's up to you. Okay, something very important you have to keep in mind when you fight minors in Italy is that you need to make them transfer trade power to you. Not because you want the trade power for anything, but because now you will have extra 10 relations with them and you will be able to vassalize them. Like, look at this. You are able to vassalize almost any OPM in Italy. What is it? Influence actions, offer vassalization, and check. You can do it for Mantua, Lucca, Bologna, and this is because Saluzzo doesn't exist anymore and Montferrat is still a vassal. So yeah, keep that in mind. The first age ability, we are of course picking Justified Wars, because as you have seen, we are kind of aggressive when playing. Like, there's already some people very mad. Even Burgundy was mad just a few days ago. And yeah, now we have to piece out Naples. Sadly, Naples was allied with the Pope, so yeah, now we have to wait around 5 or 6 years for the truce before we can actually fight to conquer all of their lands. So yeah, it is what it is. We'll make them break their alliance with Genoa because I plan on attacking Genoa for Corsica. Yeah, let's do just this. No money, no war reps, in order to make the truce as short as possible. For the Pope, just as we do with every big nations, such as Florence, Milan and Venice, we'll make them cancel their subjects, release some nations, not Avignon actually, because we are going to take Avignon for ourselves. Money and war reps, of course. There it is. This is our deal with the Pope. We could also make them break their alliance with Naples. Yeah, why not? Sadly, now Castile will most likely declare on Naples unless we either improve relations with Naples and then enforce peace on Castile, or we fight Castile ourselves. And yeah, we might actually fight Castile ourselves because they seem very easy to beat right now. Or, as we have completed this mission right now, Papal Lands of Avignon, we have just won a subjugation casus belli on Naples. We can force Castile to declare on Naples by letting Naples be free and weak as they are just right now, and then declare on Naples once Castile has declared on them with the forced union casus belli, which they have, restoration of union, and let them beat Naples. Once they beat Naples, we will be able to vassalize Castile instead of Naples. Again, that's completely up to you. I recommend doing this Provence strat because it's way easier. Like, it's not as OP as the other strat, of course, but for more chill gameplay, you might want just to reconquest with the Provence course. So anyways guys, we've just entered this phase where the game already starts being somewhat slower. What means is that we have beaten the early game very easily, I've got to say, because, well, as you have seen, France is the strongest day one nation, as the title says. Sadly, it runs off of Steam later, but yeah, early on it has a massive army, a lot of money, 5 vassals, and you can easily get Burgundy, which is also huge with their 3 unions. You are also in the one of the best regions in Europe because you can access easily the British Isles, Italy, Iberia, and even attack Iberia from both the north and the south. Having the south of Iberia also gives you access to attacking the Maghreb. So yeah, I think I'll wrap you up there, guys. Just tell me what you wanna see next, and see you next time.